all of you. Welcome to Photon Educator, myself Dr. Veeresh Kalkuri. So in today's class we are discussing relation between refractive index of prism and minimum deviation. Okay. So in last class we have discussed that we have refractive index of prism is in the refractive index formula mu is equals to sin of A plus delta divided by 2 divided by sin of A by 2. Clear? This was the formula. Now what we are doing, we are applying this formula for thin prism. See, prism is, I told you, it is having three faces. So bottom face is a rough face, that we call it as the base of the prism, and AB is refracting prism. Refracting, I mean this is one face which is refracting, and this AC is also a refracting face. Then coming to the point, if I consider thin prism, for thin prism, what will happen here? So thin prism means what? Thin prism ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದನ್ನು? Angle of prism must be less than 10 degree. So now if I take a standard prism whose angle of prism is 60 degree. Clear? One rectangular prism, if you consider, then angle of prism is 60 degree. So if I consider a small prism, I mean thin prism, whose angle of prism is less than 10 degree, then it is considered as a thin prism. Are you clear about this? Then coming to the point, for thin prism, what will happen? We are considering this angle, that function sin of A plus delta divided by 2 will be, see, when you are considering a small angle, what will happen? Then function is almost all, we are neglecting that and we are taking A plus delta divided by 2. Here delta is called as angle of minimum deviation. Angle of minimum deviation. Now what will happen? Again, if I take denominator value of this one, sin of A by 2, so it will also become A by 2. Got it? Now what we do? We substitute these two values here. Again, your refractive index of prism formula becomes, what will happen now? So mu is equals to numerator A plus delta divided by 2 and then divided by A by 2. Then further if you simplify this, what you are getting here? Mu is equals to A plus delta divided by 2, and I will take this to reciprocal because we are changing this division into multiplication, 2 divided by A. So 2 get cancelled. Then further what remains here? Mu is equals to A plus delta divided by A. In further step, what I will do? I will consider this A is dividing in both term, that is delta divided by A. Now mu is equals to 1 plus delta divided by A remains. Further you can transfer here 1. Sorry, mu minus 1 you are getting here, delta divided by A. Further you can transfer this to here, I mean therefore delta is equals to mu minus 1 into A. So this is our relation where delta is called as what? Minimum deviation. Minimum deviation, and A is angle of prism, and clear. Then we will go for that mu value is Ri of prism, refractive index of prism. So this is how we have written the terms meaning also. Now let us solve one simple example based on this. Clear? A light ray, if you want to note down, just pause the video and note down this. So before going to next numerical example, so we have started a new batch. We have 3 batches, namely silver, gold, platinum. So you can join any batch. Silver batch is only for board examination preparation, gold is for NEET exam preparation, and platinum is for JEE mains and JEE advance. Okay, here is my number. Note down 9731567830. Note down this number and you call me or you text me in WhatsApp. Then I will share the details. Full course is available, and download the app Photon Educare in Play Store. Photon Educare. So we are providing both one-to-one session, one-to-many. So whatever the requirement that you have, please contact this number. Clear? And also download the Photon Educare app. Coming back to topic. Okay? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ಯಾವ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ತೊಗೋಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಫೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. 90% ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 80% ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಫೀಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 100 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಸೊ 80 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಓನ್ಲಿ 20 ರೂಪೀಸ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ 80% ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಫಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 90% ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 70% ಈ ಥರ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ವೈಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್. So here we are going for one example. A light ray is incident at an angle of 60 degree on a prism of angle 45 degree. When the light ray falls on the other surface at 90 degree, the refractive index of the material of the prism mu and angle of deviation delta are given by. Now ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ. Let us take a simple example. They have given, I will take, this is one prism. Clear? And you can take normal to this surface, and here light is incident at an angle of 60 degree. Then further, this is the direction of light. Actually light has to go like this, but it is little bit bending. How much it is bending? Just it goes like this, like this, like this. Then it is normal to the, yes, normal to the other face. If I write this is A and B, C, ABC is the principal section of the prism, and you can say this is angle of incidence. Its value is given. How much it is? Angle of incidence is, it is 60 degree. A ray of light is incident with 60 degree, and they have also given angle of prism. This angle of prism is 45 degree. Are you clear about this? Then, and they are saying that with respect to this refracting angle, I mean a refracting phase, this refracted ray makes 90 degree. So this is the AC value. I mean AC is the side, AC is the refracting side where the ray is passing through that, and it is making 90 degree. So we have to calculate the deviation. This is the deviation here, delta, and this will be the angle of incidence, R1 you can say. Are you clear about this? So you know that we can write angle of prism as R1 plus R2. Now what happens here, as the light is going through straight, then there is no R2 value here, R2 value is 0, R2 value is 0, and then you can consider angle of emergence is also 0, angle of emergence is also 0. Are you clear? Angle of emergence value is also 0. Now the thing is that if you want to calculate what will happen to the value of angle of prism, A is equals to, this is R1 plus R2 value is 0, then you will be having A is equals to R1 which is equals to 45 degree. You have got R1 value is also 45 degree. Are you clear? Then moving to the next concept, let us calculate refractive index of this prism. How to calculate that? Apply Snell's law for this AB surface, that is mu is equals to, what will happen here, sin I divided by sin R1. So sin I, what is the angle of incidence here? Angle of incidence is 60 degree. Then sin of R1, R1 value is 45 degree. R1 value is 45 degree. Just wait for 5 minutes. ಹೌದಾ, ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ ನಿಂದರು. sin 60 degree divided by sin 45 degree, that is sin 60 degree root 3 by 2, and then sin 45 degrees 1 by root 2. So further you can write this as mu is equals to root 3 divided by 2 into root 2 divided by 1. Clear? So I can write this as root 3 divided by, can we write 2 as root 2 into root 2? Of course we can write root 2 into root 2, and here we have root 2 as it is, root 2 get cancelled. Then you got the refractive index, together you write root 3 divided by 2. This is refractive index of the prism. Further we have relation between refractive index and angle of prism is, so you know that delta is equals to mu minus 1 into A, or you can go through, we don't know what is that value means, mu value you can substitute of course this, and otherwise you can go like this. Just I'll go back. One ನಿಮಿಷ ನಿಂದ್ರು. So here you are going for you see delta can be written as I plus E minus A. Can we write like this? Yes, of course we can write. Delta is equals to angle of incidence is 60 degree, angle of emergence is 0, then minus 45 degree. What will happen now? Delta is equals to, this is delta is equals to, of course we are getting 15. What is the value? 15 degree. Got it? So let us see the option. What we have? Yes, option D is the right choice. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and note down all these things, and if you have any doubt, yes, just contact and get the details. Thank you.